Hi everyone, welcome to the Beginnings Quilt Along block number 9, ribbon row. All of the directions are in a written form, a PDF download on my blog, which will be linked below when we're finished. So here I'm showing you that you mark a diagonal line on the back of your background squares, and then you mark another line a half an inch away. And the reason we're going to do this is it'll just save time. When we're sewing, we're going to sew directly on the written lines, and then we're going to cut in between. And when we're done, we'll have half square triangles left over from making our blocks, which will be nice so that you can use those half square triangles for another block sometime. At the end of the quilt along, I'm going to show you all how to make a signature block with those half square triangles. So here I'm placing the half square triangles on the first half of the blocks. You want to make sure that your diagonal line goes to the corner of the block and that the shorter line that you marked a half an inch away is towards the outside of your block, toward the corner. And for half of your blocks, you're going to make the diagonal go from top left or top right down to bottom left, and then for the other half of your blocks you're going to make the diagonal go from the top left to the bottom right. See, here I am twisting it around trying to figure out how I want that to go. So the diagonal's right here. No, still not right. Needs to flip. I'll figure this out in a second. You'll see. They need to go opposite each other so it'll look more like a house on the top. There. See, now I got it. Even I have to think about these things sometimes. Yeah, I want that to go that way. So the diagonal line goes from the corner, and then the shorter line is out toward the corner of the block. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing those up, and then I'm going to sew on each of those lines, just directly on the line. You're not going to sew a quarter of an inch away on these lines. These ones are going to go directly on the line. And I'm not going to show you myself sewing because that's silly. We've done that enough times and you guys know how to sew now. So I'm going to put a little pin in each side of the lines so that they don't get moved as I'm sewing. And here I am just cutting them apart. So I have half square triangles left over, and here I'm showing that I pressed them opposite directions. So some of them I pressed toward the focus fabric, and the others I pressed toward the background fabric. And here I've shown you how the other blocks will go, or the other background squares will go on. Here I'm matching up my seams because I pressed them opposite directions. They match up when I sew them so that I can get nice perfect little points on all of my little zigzags. And the reason we use the same color fabric and not the same tone is that it gives kind of an illusion of a folded ribbon. And that was my goal in making that that row. And here I'm showing that you can just move those, change around those half square triangles and make all different blocks with them. And these can be squared up to 2.5 inches. So I hope you enjoyed this block. See you on the blog. Thanks. Bye.